You're listening to Independent TV 7. Kindly click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Independent TV 7. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon to get more notification. Thanks for watching. Yeah, this is the report coming from Benue State as Governor Ortom wants farmers and citizens of Benue State to carry AK-47 rifles to defend themselves. As per what Buhari said, that every state should defend themselves against banditry or terrorism. Ortom says asking farmers to defend themselves with cutlass against criminal herdsmen is not fair. That why will criminal herdsmen or bandits be carrying AK-47, AK-49 rifle, and we in our own domain carrying cutlass? What is cutlass meant for? Cutlass is only meant to clear grass, and if the bandits or herdsmen have done likewise carrying cutlass or stick, it would have been fair. But now it is AK-47 for AK-47, AK-49 for AK-49. Yes, that is what Ortom is saying. Yeah, the Benue State Governor Samuel Ortom says farmers should be allowed to carry AK-47 rifle to protect themselves against criminal herdsmen. The governor said this while answering his questions from newsmen at the Makurdi Airport in Benue on Friday, September 10th, 2021. Ortom said a situation whereby herdsmen carried sophisticated weapons like AK-47 rifles and farmers are asked to defend themselves with cutlass and then guns is unfair in this jet age. No, except there is no boundary field, except there is no killer Fulani herdsmen and there is no war. Then our people may sit down at their home and do their business safely. But when bandits or herdsmen carries AK-47, we are expected to create a reprisal by carrying AK-47 because we are in our domain, because the Fulani come to our land and which is unlawful. They needed to be arrested or confronted. Ortom said farmers should be allowed to carry weapons and consummate to the weapons herdsmen are carrying about killing people. He said he was happy that the House representative is working towards a legislation whereby every Nigerian will have weapons to defend themselves. Let everyone have weapons so that we can for once face each other. Not when you have cutlass and then guns to face someone with AK-47. It will not work. However, in a bid to address lingering farmers' herders crisis in the southern part of the country, governors of the region are making moves to ban open grazing in the region, which is the height and the a problem of this so-called menace called insecurity. It started with these herdsmen, though we know of Boko Haram, ravaging and disturbing the northern part of the country, but their agenda is what we don't know. But as it is, they are into so many descendants, trying to take the land that does not belong to them. The herdsmen has really shown that they are into land grabbing. And recall that the Southern Governors Forum recently set September 1st, 2021 as deadline for the implementation of a ban on open grazing of cattle across the entire region. Yes, in July, the governors agreed that all southern states should have an anti-open grazing laws in place by September, which took place September 1st. Meanwhile, the Miyetti Allah Counter Ore Fulani Social Cultural Association had called on the National Assembly to intervene and stop attempts by the governors to enact anti-open grazing law targeted at Fulani pastoralists. The association argued that the law would undermine the relative local and stability currently enjoyed in the local communities, threaten social order, and exacerbated cattle rustling, which has been in decades or many ADs. But as it is, we have the Fulani herders, the normal Fulani herders, the Nigerian Fulani herders, who have been rearing their cattle for a long while before the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari promised those foreigners, as he said on Arise TV, that those that are perpetrating evil are the foreigners. Before their invasion, they started, carrying AK-47, maiming, killing, kidnapping for ransom. And some northern governors didn't feel to say, yes, they are doing their legitimate business. They are not the problems of Nigeria. It is the indigenous people of Biafra. It is the IPOB and the Yoruba nation agitator Sunday Igboho that are disturbing the nation. They are disturbing the peace of the nation. Since they have kidnapped and arrested or apprehended these two agitators, as the killing stuff, no. As this evil perpetrated by these herdsmen of Boko Haram stuff, no. As immediately those guys were arrested, NDA was invaded and also killed 2 military personnel and kidnapped 1. Is it Sunday Igboho or Nnamdi Kanu who sent them to go and arrest or to go and kidnap or to go and kill? No, that's the question. Yes, imagine what this useless stupid governor is talking. A useless governor that has refused to pay workers. This is coming from Festus, who says Ortom is a useless governor, that he does not have a right to say someone should carry arm and kill the Fulani herdsmen. Okay, somebody replying to this person, it is the coward Buhari not owning Doctors ASU, the coward Buhari who does not know how to govern Nigeria. Ortom is a good man. I know you are a Fulani man or slave, so the people should die. Do you know it is federal government gives him his monthly salary? That if why the country must refine to true federalism so that the people can hold the government accountable if their salaries are not paid, not the state government, because their salary is coming from the federal level to the state government before the state government would disburse the salary, because it's a federal work. If you don't know, well, Ortom, remember the future of your children before you destroy this country. Who is saying Ortom should remember? It is the Buhari that he should remember the future of his children, because as soon as this 23 elapses, Buhari will be arrested, or as it is in the mind of Nigerians, this is the second time Buhari will be destroying Nigeria. He came in 1984. He almost destroyed Nigeria with his policy. Now with his rigidity again in 2015. Yes, this is a modern day. This is from 21st century. So people voted for him with the benefit of doubt. Let's see what is happening today. The Fulani are already destroying the country. Tell them to stop the killing. Yes, they should stop the killing. If they want land, let them talk to the federal government to give them land. But destroying everybody is not what we need in Nigeria. Governor Ortom wants farmers to carry AK47 to protect themselves. That is a very good news. Well, as it is, somebody is giving an advice, says that is a good one, but my governor, AK47 cost about 3 million naira each. Which bank manager will give them that kind of money? Well, I would say AK47 does not cost 3 million naira. AK47 is about 300,000 to 500,000 thereabout. So it's even not even as expensive as you think. But notwithstanding, if you want to advise Governor Ortom, you should rather say Governor Ortom, should float in his own security outfit if he needs to conquer the menace of this so-called Fulani herdsmen. And in other words, carrying AK47 is also a good idea. But notwithstanding, how do you intend to do that except you float a security outfit and will be stamped or registered by the state government? Then they can combat the so-called Fulani herdsmen land grabbing menace. And in other words, if the so-called citizens that could afford AK47 can afford it, there is no problem. But notwithstanding, if bandits can afford or could afford AK47, why won't other citizens afford AK47 despite having sponsors? Well, the Fulani who carry AK47, they don't have one head, because if they collect from thief fighters, let the Ortom get another more and more they have collected from them. If they can really subdue these Fulani herdsmen, because they have a sophisticated weapon. But as it is, Governor Ortom has deemed fit that everyone should defend his or herself in his land.